Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayshawn and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another video. Based on the title, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Y'all know this past weekend was Cinco de Mayo and I kind of been out every single day, so my voice is a little bit gone. So if it sound different, if it's raspy, y'all already know the drill. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all know I do a lot of yelling, screaming. I be lit, I be having fun, so my voice is always the first to go. But y'all already know the show must go on. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and double check to make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kshine with 3 E's. But without further ado, y'all, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So boom, you know exactly how I like to start my videos off. Let me tell y'all, if y'all have not watched my story time from this past Kshine in the wintertime, my story miss / vlogmas, whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna link it in the description box below. But I did a story time. I think I titled it he left us stranded, or he was kicked out the car. I forgot, but I'm gonna link it. If you remember the two characters that was in there, I named them Kendra and Jock. My one homegirl who had the baby daddy that kind of kicked us out the car, them, right? So remember I told y'all kind of like in the beginning of that story time that I didn't really care for Jock because of how he treated Kendra and things like that, and he just really wasn't a great person in my eyes. So let me tell y'all why. So this is before Kendrick and Jock had a baby together. Like, I was there when she first like started kind of like talk. I wasn't there when they met, but I was there when she first started talking to Jock and started to go around him and hang out with him, right? So mind you, okay, so one day, whatever, you know, Kendra ended up calling me, asking did I want to go hang out with you know, Jock and stuff. So when she called me, I was at Shauna, y'all know my boo Shauna house. I was at Shauna house or whatever. So I told her, I was like, yeah, we can hang out like I'm over here with Shauna. Mind you, Shauna and Kendra know each other, right? So, you know, Kendra was like,
all right, yeah, bet. Like, y'all both can come, like, come scoop me up and we can go kick it at their house.
so, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I'm the driver, whatever. So I'm at Shauna's house. Me and Shauna like freshen up or whatever. We leave. We go to Kendra's house, pick her up, and she come out to the car. Now, mind y'all, at this time, Kendra smoked, right? But I've never been a smoker, and I don't smoke in my own car. So I really don't let other people smoke in my car for real, because it's like, this is a non-smoking vehicle, okay? Smoke-free vehicle. So when she came out, she already know I don't care for people to smoke in my car. So mind you, it's hot outside, so you know we got the windows rolled down. So when Kendra was walking out, you know, she was already smoking, but she kind of like just was standing on the sidewalk finishing like, you know, her little blunt before she get in the car, because she know I don't want no smoking in my car. So she's standing like, you know, like in the grass by the curb, like going ahead and finishing like her little blunt, and she talking to us. She like,
yeah, like, I met these rich niggas the other day. Like, they cool as fuck. Like, we about to go kick with them, you know, smoke a little something. I know y'all don't smoke, but, you know, drink something's gonna be a good vibe.
so I'm like, okay, cool, because, you know, I did ask her, like, how you know these people, like, sometimes I would ask, but part of me really didn't care, because, like I said, I'd be young and turned, so I didn't really care. Like, I always want to hang around, like, what the niggas at? What the niggas, you know? I wasn't boy crazy, though, but, like, you know, I'll be looking for a fun time. So she was telling me about them, whatever. So I'm like, okay, sound like a good time, cool. So we just sitting there talking a little bit. She finished her blunt, you know, she put it out, whatever, she get in the car. You know, we pull off, you know, I look at the address, they on the other side of town. So I knew that it was gonna take us about 20-25 minutes to get there. So whatever, cool, we blast our music, put our music on, we rapping along, we lit in the car. Mind you, me and Shauna, we haven't drunk nothing or anything. And then Kendra is the only one that smokes, so she a little high. But we lit, having fun, rapping, music is up, we vibing, right? So I'm all on the freeway because, like I said, they're a little bit far. I'm on the freeway. I'm on there for a good little 20 minutes. I end up getting off the exit. As I'm coming up on the exit, you know, I'm looking at the GPS. They house like 7 minutes away. So next thing you know, Kendra get a call because, you know, she like,
oh, K, can you turn that down? Hold on, let me answer my phone.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, so I turn the radio down. I hear her on the phone like,
get what? What one? Okay. Oh, okay, like, what size you want? All right, anything else? Anything else? Okay, all right, I got you. All right, bye.
So I'm like, what happened? Like, what's going on? She like,
can we stop at the store real quick?
So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, I'm thinking maybe she want to grab something. They probably ain't got nothing to drink. Y'all know how dudes' houses be set up. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, cool. So we go to the liquor store. So might I add, at this time, I was very, like, much on Ciroc. Like, Ciroc was that thing. Y'all know how, like, everybody, or like every other summer, everybody get hooked on one like specific drink. Like remember when Casamigos first came out, everybody was drinking that. When 1738 came out, everybody was hooked on that. Taylor Port, everybody hooked on that. I never drank Taylor Port though, but like, you know, it's always some type of trendy liquor going on. So back then everybody was drinking Ciroc at this time. So you know, I'm like, we used to Ciroc. I wasn't really heavy on dark liquor until I met this one boy or whatever, but I wasn't really heavy on dark liquor, so we was just drinking Ciroc, peach to be exact, okay? So when she pulled up, she like, Kendra like,
did y'all want to go half on the liquor, like so we can get a bottle?
so I'm thinking like normally like we let the dudes, like if we about to pull up to your house and drink, y'all should be buying the liquor. But I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she want to pregame a little bit before we go over there with them. So I'm like, whatever, like yeah, we'll put in. I'm like, which Ciroc you get? Because I used to be heavy on peach, but it was like peach and green apple, like you know. So I was just like, which one would you getting? So she like,
oh no, I wasn't gonna get Ciroc. I'm gonna get Hennessy.
so me and Shauna looking at each other because like I said, we wasn't on Hennessy at this time. Like, so we like, Hennessy, like girl, bye. Like, no, we don't want no dark liquor. Like, we want light liquor. So she like,
I know, but like they just called me and they just said that they want dark liquor.
and I'm like, okay, well, get us Ciroc. Like, we gonna give you money for Ciroc and get them Hennessy. And then, you know, ain't they gonna give you the money back anyways when you get there, since that's what they want to drink. So she like,
Yeah, probably. Maybe I don't know. Let's just get Hennessy, y'all. We always get Ciroc. Let's just get Hennessy.
so me and Shauna like, girl, no. Like, we don't be playing about our liquor, like, cause you know what? We be liking to have a good time. So I don't want to try nothing that I'm not used to when I'm going around a new set of boys. So we like, no, we do not want no dark. Like, no. So she just like,
Oh my God, come on, please. Like I don't want to have to get two liquors.
and I'm like, well, why does it matter? It's not like you buying both, is you? Cause the way you acting, like we about to go half on the Ciroc, and if they're gonna give you money for Hennessy back, like why do you care? So she just like,
Okay, all right. I'ma just y'all complete. Can we just please get Hennessy?
I'm like, girl, get the fucking Hennessy and get. I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just come in and I'm gonna get the Ciroc. So she like,
Okay, if you gonna get the Ciroc, is you gonna go in with me with Hennessy?
y'all, what? I said, excuse me. Why would I go in with you on Hennessy if you just said you was buying a Hennessy for them? And she was like,
Cause like I ain't really want to pull up empty-handed. Like consider it like a gift from us to them.
excuse me. I said, girl, get the fuck. Why? I said, why would I want to give them a gift? I don't gotta give them a gift, mind you. We teeny boppers. Well, we're not teenagers, but because we obviously old enough to get liquor. But why? I like at that age, I'm not thinking to bring no dudes, no gift. Like what? Like we are young adults meeting up to go chill with some dudes. What the fuck you talking about a gift? So I'm like, girl, we ain't never bring nobody else no gift. Like, why would I get? And then y'all know at this time, like, Hennessy was more expensive than Ciroc too. So I'm thinking, like, why are we about to buy them some Hennessy? They the niggas, they the dudes. They supposed to be buying us a drink. I was just confused, y'all. So this like red flag number one. So I'm like, I'm looking at her. I'm like, Kendra, I'm not going in with you on no Hennessy bottle for no dudes. Like if you want to get liquor, if you want us to go in, we'll get the Ciroc. But I'm not buying no Hennessy for them. Like why? Who you? What girl? The fuck? Like I was confused. Like who you think I am? I'm not buying them no drink. So and I know y'all probably think like that's mean. Like you could buy them something. No, I can't. I don't know them. Like I'm not about to just come bearing gifts. Like no, not for them. Not at this day and age. Like I don't care. Like no. It ain't like this my new boyfriend and I'm going to his parents' house, then yeah, but like these niggas off the street, I'm not bearing gifts. They don't bring no gifts. Shit. Like, nah. So she just was getting frustrated and like huffing and puffing and mad. And she like,
It's cool. It's cool. Like I just get the Hennessy.
yeah, I'm thinking like, yeah, girl, you ain't got no choice. Cause who else go get it with you? So me and Shauna already looking at each other like, the fuck wrong with her? Like, what's going on? Like, why is she tripping? You know, so I'm just like, whatever. So I'm like, Shauna, what kind of chase are you on? Because I'm still about to go in. And at this point, I'm thinking like, girl, me and Shauna could just go in on a Ciroc bottle. You can get that Hennessy for you and your friends. I don't know. So Shauna stay in the car, so I go in with Kendra. So I'm getting us like chasers and stuff like that. So me and Kendra get to the front counter. So Kendra in front of me, and she like,
Let me get a bottle of liquor. Hey, you sure you don't want to just get no Hennessy? Like we can get that big bottle of Hennessy and all just split it.
I'm like, no, I don't want no Hennessy. I'm sorry, Bookie, I don't want it. So she like,
Just give me that fifth of Hennessy. Like, just, yeah, that's all. Just give me that.
So I'm just thinking like, okay, you getting that big bottle, so you must go and drink that with them. So I'm like, well, is you drinking the Hennessy or what you gonna do so I can know what size Ciroc bottle to get? And she like,
Nah, I'ma just drink the Hennessy. Like, I don't even want none of y'all Ciroc.
so I'm thinking like, I'm like, Kendra, let me stop you right there. Like, is you gonna be in a good mood or you already about to start tripping? Like, we didn't even make it to their house. Like, what you mad for? Cause mind you, we ain't never anybody. Me, Kendra, and Shauna have hung out plenty of times, meeting up with dudes or visiting one of our friends. We have never brought no gift nowhere. So I'm confused. We always get Ciroc. We always go half. We alternate between peach and green apple. So I'm just so confused on what is the confusion now and what's the problem. So I'm thinking, I'm like, you good, Bookie? Because we could spin the block and spin this and hit reverse and go back home. Because if you're going to be mad, like, these your people. I don't gotta come around like I don't, I don't care. So, she like,
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's cool. Like, I'ma just drink some Hennessy or whatever with them. Like, I'm telling you, like, I had some Hennessy the other week. It was good. Like, I was lit off that.
so I'm like, okay, like, thumbs up for you. Good for you. I'm like, I'm glad you have fun. Maybe one of these days I'll try it, but today I just didn't want to. And I think it was just more so like, I don't want to try nothing new with guys I don't know. Like, I don't know how I react. I was still young, so I'm thinking dark liquor was going to just like turn me up or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna react to it, so I'm just like, no, I'm good. So whatever. We end up getting the two separate bottles. She get her fifth. I get me and Shauna just like a small bottle of Ciroc. Cool. So we get our stuff. We leave. We on our way to the guy's house. So we get there, we pull up. So I'm like, Kendra, which one is it? Cause it was kind of dark and they didn't have no porch lights on, and like they kind of live in the hood, so it wasn't a lot of street lights, or I think they were so spread out. Whatever it was, I just knew I couldn't see on the front porch. So the GPS took me to the street and the address, but I didn't know which house it was because I'm thinking like I can't see the numbers on the front porch. So I'm like, you might want to call him and tell him to come outside or come on the front porch or turn the front porch light on, something, because I can't see him. So she was like, so she like, okay, cool. So she called him or whatever. And I do not know why. I couldn't make out what this man was saying, but he is yelling. Like, I just hear him yelling on the phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is he yelling? Like, I don't know what he's saying. But you know how you could just hear somebody talking extremely loud on the phone. So she got the phone. I'm just like, was he yelling at you? She like,
why would he be yelling at me? Like, no.
I'm like, oh, okay, I was just making sure. Because I'm like, why was he so loud? She like,
no, girl, he just loud. Like, he just like us. You know how loud we be.
And I was just thinking like, oh, okay, maybe because we do be loud. And sometimes I don't notice that I be loud. With example why my voice always be gone, because I think I'm talking regular until I wake up the next morning and I barely got a voice. And then I go back and look on my stories and I see me like screaming. And I'm just like, oh, okay, bitch, you is loud. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, cool. So next thing you know, I see a front door open and like the living room light was on. So, it was dark right there, but I see like light coming through now because somebody opened up the front door. So, she like, they right there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, we get out, we grab our bags and stuff like that. And, we walk up. So I'm thinking like, come on, Kendra, like get in the front. Like, I don't know these boys. I don't know how none of these people look. She all lingering in the back. Like she's scared to come in. I'm thinking like, if you scared, girl, we need to hop in the car and go. Like, why are you in the back of us? Get in front of us. Like, these your people. You're going to have to introduce us. Like, I got to make sure we even walking into the right house because everybody is stranger as far as we know. So I'm like, girl, get in the front. Like, what is you doing? She like,
oh, yeah, my bad.
So I'm thinking like, oh, Kendra, what's going on, boo? Like, what's up? So anyways, we go to the front porch, we walk in. So, they like, hey, we all agree. And I know the normal greeting. We introduce ourselves to each other and all of that good stuff, whatever. So when we come in, I had asked them like, because I just asked them like, we could sit here, like, because I don't know if we going upstairs, downstairs, in the living room, in the dining room, in the back room. Like, I don't know where we going. So, like, we walked in and we seen two other dudes, like, sitting on the couch or whatever. They was already smoking. So, I was like, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm like, we could sit right here, like, pointing on the couch, just asking. And he started, like, the one boy, okay, let me get him, go ahead and get him names anyways. So, Kendra Boo, well, y'all already know Jock. That was Jock who did that. That's Kendra Boo. And the other two, we gonna call him, we're going to call one Smiley because he just was sitting there smiling the whole time. And the other one, he going to be Offset. And not because he looked like Cardi B Offset. It's just because he was off. And I don't want to just call him off all day. So we're just going to call him Offset. So we got freaking Jock, Offset, and freaking Smiley, right? So cool. So Jock just started laughing. So me and Shauna sitting here looking because Shauna like waiting to sit down until they say we could sit down. You know what I mean? Like this y'all house, we don't know. We just asked like, could we sit here like just to be nice? I don't know. So they laughing. So we looking like, what's funny? Like, what joke did we tell? And Jock like,
well, duh. Where else y'all gonna sit?
so we looking. So I brushed it off because I'm thinking like maybe that was kind of like a little slow question. Like they already sitting in the living room, so why wouldn't we be able to sit in the living room? But me being me, like I'm walking to somebody's house, like I'm just asking permission to do things in your house. So I'm thinking like whatever. So me and Shauna kind of like laughed it off too a little bit, like, oh okay, maybe that was maybe a goofy question. I don't know, like whatever. So we like okay, whatever. So we sit down. So next Kendra is about to sit down too next to us, and Jock was like,
Come over here. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
so I'm thinking like, damn, like what? Like he had a chair, like you could tell it was from the dining room set, but he pulled it into the living room, whatever, and it was facing like the coffee table. So he sat down on like the little single chair and he was like,
Come here. Yep. Come here. Yep. Sit on daddy's lap. Come on.
like patting his lap. So we just looking like, okay, like if you want her to sit on your lap, cool, but you told like doing all of that. So we just like, all right. So I was like, well, my name is Kay, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's y'all two name over there? Because only Jock said something in the beginning, the other two didn't. So Smiley is just like, what's my name? Y'all, she want to know my name. Like, so she want to know my name. Like, what's my name? I'm thinking like, okay, Rihanna, like, bitch, how many times you gonna say what's my name? Like, yeah, what is your name? Do you know it? Are you unsure? Did you forget and you stalling fast? Like, what's going on? So I was like, oh, let me guess. Was that like another dumb question? Cause like now I'm thinking back to when y'all thought it was dumb because I asked, could we sit down? So I'm thinking like, was that another one? And he like, you said it, not me. You said it, like smiling. I'm like, okay, anyway, so what's your name then? Talk to the other boy, and he's like, y'all looking around. So I'm like, okay, bitch, we've been in this house 2 seconds. So I'm thinking like, okay, bitch, we've been in this house 2 seconds. The thing is, me and Shauna got this is my BFF. We be here with it because as soon as he did that, me and Shauna literally looked at each other like, when you with your best friend or like your family or somebody close to you, sometimes you don't even gotta say nothing. Your eyes tell it all. Cause I looked at her like, and she like, I'm like, girl, like what? Like we weren't even saying nothing because I'm thinking like, well, I'm asking y'all name. Why y'all acting slow? You sitting there smiling and Offset over there like. So I'm like, bitch, this is red flag number 2. Like, why is we here? What the fuck is going on? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm about to get annoyed. Like, let me tell y'all, I was already short-tempered that day because even though I skipped over this part, because at first, in the beginning of the story time, I was thinking like I wasn't going to tell that part because it didn't matter. But actually, now that I'm talking about the story, it do kind of matter. So that day, I was already irritated. You know how like when your mama, shout out to my mama, though, I love you, girl. But you know when your mama like, and don't be acting like why my mama doing something for me and I'm 21 years old. So what, like, don't worry about it. But when I was like 21, I was in college and stuff like that. So I wasn't making a whole bunch of money and I was a broke college student, right? But let me tell y'all, like, I think I had broke my phone or something happened with my phone. Like, something happened, y'all. And I remember my mom had promised me that she was going to give me a new phone, right? So, I was looking forward to that phone. So that day, like, we were supposed to get up that morning to go pick up my phone and stuff like that. And as a teenager, even though I'm 21, y'all, I still just feel like I'm young teenager. I'm not fully an adult, whatever. So even at that age, you just be eager to get something like, or there's a new car, new phone, a tattoo. Like when you have your mind set on something, you be like excited for it. So, if y'all don't know, I am a night owl. I don't really like early mornings, but like with my mom told me we was going to go to like the store, the cell phone place like at 10 o'clock in the morning to go get my phone, switch over everything, blah, blah, blah. Cause my screen was cracked. Like it was a lot going on with my phone. So I'm up early. Like what? I'm excited. I'm all up, like, waiting. So I go and try to wake my mama up. Mind you, she did work the night before, but she the one told me 10 o'clock, not me. So I'm trying to wake her up, y'all. She act like she just dead sleep to the world. I'm like, Ma, come on. Like, we gotta go get my phone. And she just like brushing me off. Like, she keep telling me she about to wake up. Oh, give me 5 minutes. I'm about to wake up. I leave, come back 20 minutes later. She's still knocked out sleep. And then I keep wake her up. Then she wanna get mad at me. And she like, stop waking me up. I'm tired. I didn't went to work last night. And I'm sitting here thinking like, Ma, I don't care that you went to work last night because you the one told me we was going at 10 o'clock this morning. That's why I hate when parents do that. Like, they be like, wake me up at this time. Then you wake them up and then they mad that you woke them up. So I was confused. So long story short, anyways, because, you know, I love you, mama, that. But long story short, she ended up kept falling asleep and I was getting mad because she started to yell at me about waking her up and I was getting irritated and my phone was already acting up, which is why I left that house and I went to Shauna's house already because I was mad at her. Like, girl, I need a new phone. My phone is cracked and it's messing up and you're playing and I don't like it. So anyways, I had already been irritated. And you know, I was at Shauna's house. I was just in an irritated mood because like I must have dropped it in water. So like my phone, my speaker just was like staticky or something. Like I could still answer phone calls, but like it would be staticky. And sometimes when I would go to try to text something, the words would be texting by itself, y'all. Like I wouldn't even be hitting the buttons no more and it would just be typing whatever and I had to keep going back to delete it. It was like water damage, cracked. It was something going on with my phone. So my phone had already been pissing me off because every time I would try to get on it, it would either be typing the wrong thing, going to the wrong app. Like it had a mind of its own, right? Which is why I had Shauna phone to do the GPS, even though I left that part out. But anyways, I had to explain that because I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my mood was already short tempered that day just from previous stuff and me not getting my phone. And then like texting people and talking to people throughout the day and having messages be sent that wasn't supposed to be sent and my phone was just irritating me, y'all. So I was already a little bit annoyed. So I say that to say that when they was playing about their names, I was like, I had zero tolerance for BS this day, even though I tolerated a lot of it by the end of this night. But my temper was already short, y'all. So when they was doing that, I was getting very highly annoyed. So I just looked and I was like, okay, Kendra, what's about to go on? Because I said, I'm not about to sit in nobody's house and I don't know their name. Like, we not about to do that. Like, I literally already came off like that. Sometimes I kind of give people a chance or I like take a lot, but like I just was not in the mood that day, y'all. Like phone just messing up. It was just too much, right? So Kendra was like,
They play too much. My bad, girl. Yeah, that's Smiley and that's Offset. Like, y'all, why y'all playing with my homegirls?
and I'm like, right, like what is the joke? Like we're not understanding. So Shauna like, girl, right, give me the bottle, let me crack this open. So yeah, so we started opening our Ciroc bottle, and mind you, because me and Shauna are the only one that's gonna drink that, I ain't gonna lie, we was putting our mouth on it because you know, whatever, we drinking off each other, whatever. That's my best friend. But we was doing that. We would try to fountain it, but you know how you fountain something, but you still put it like right here, like put it on your lip, because I don't want to just be sitting there with the bottle. Like, nah. So we wasn't just like putting our lips on it, like and drinking it like it's a pop, but we was just like fountain it, but the thing kept touching our lip, you know, whatever. Anyways, even if we was, it don't matter. But yeah, so we drinking it and stuff like that. And Jock is like,
Oh, right. Speaking of drinks, whatever, did you get my Hennessy?
and Kendra was like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here you go. Like, I got you a fifth.
so she hands him the Hennessy bottle, and he was like,
Where the other one at? Like, I told you to get two.
and Kendra was like,
Well, they didn't really want to go half with me on the other bottle, so like,
and I was like, yeah, because I didn't understand why we would be going half on a bottle that's for y'all. Y'all can't pay for your own bottle. And he was just like,
We can, but like, this my bitch. So like, if I tell her to buy me something, she need to do that.
and I ain't saying nothing at that because if Kendra ain't gonna say nothing, and if that's how they relationship roll, or mind you, they wasn't in a relationship at this point, but if that's how they roll, if he tell her to do something, she better do it, and she don't say nothing. Who am I to say something? I'm not gonna be like, she better not do nothing. Like, no, oh well. So I sat there and I was just like, like, so me and Shauna going ahead and pass the bottle back and forth. So Smiley's like, is that bottle just for y'all then? Like, y'all didn't get us one? And I was like, why would we get y'all a bottle? He like, because like it should be like two people to a bottle. Like we drink over here. Like we drink liquor. Like we don't do that little play drinking. We some real drinkers. And I was like, okay, if you're a real drinker, why you ain't got no bottle then? And he like, why would I have a bottle when Jock told me that Kendra was bringing two bottles? I said, well, technically we did bring two bottles, one for us, and then y'all got that Hennessy because they had a fifth. We had a smaller, like our Ciroc bottle wasn't as big as theirs because I thought when they asked for Hennessy, it was for all of them. Well, it was for all of them, but I guess Kendra, instead of getting two bottles, she figured a fifth would be enough for them for, which it would have been and it should have been enough. But they talking about they want two people to a bottle. Bitch, you don't get to pick and choose. Like, you're not paying for the bottle. So how you gonna say like two people to a bottle? So Smiley is like, that Hennessy is for him and Kendra, and then y'all two got y'all Ciroc with me and Offset supposed to drink. So I started laughing, y'all, because me and Shauna, what the thing is, Shauna started laughing first. So like I automatically started laughing. So I'm like, what? So Shauna was like, right. So if Kendra bought them a bottle and we bought our bottle, why y'all not buying y'all a bottle? Like, and I'm like, exactly. Like, what are y'all talking about? So we just laughing because I'm just so confused on why they think it's supposed to be two people to a fifth. Like, that is a fifth of Hennessy. Mind you, Kendra don't even drink Hennessy for real. She still wanted some of our Ciroc, but I guess she was gonna drink it with her nigga. I don't know. But even if she drunk some, there's no way that they needed, like, no, four people could have drunk that fifth. Like, it's not that serious. So I was just sitting there like, well, what's my name? Mr. Lil Rihanna, why don't y'all go to the store and buy y'all a bottle? And he like, I'm just saying, like, if y'all was on y'all way here, why y'all just couldn't get us a bottle? Like, y'all trying to make us get up and leave the house, and y'all was already out. I said, well, I don't know who you talking to because none of y'all caught me. Y'all caught her. And if y'all didn't send her no money, how y'all know she got money? So, like, because how do y'all know she got enough money to be buying 2 fists of Hennessy or two? Like, y'all just don't know. So, Offset was like, well, I know she got money because my nigga, my homie, he ain't gonna be fucking with no broke bitches. And I was just sitting there like, okay, like, I'm like, well, she don't gotta be broke. Like, maybe she just don't want to buy y'all nothing because y'all grown ass men. Or is y'all? So they like, oh, here she go. Yep, it's always one out the group, and that's you, huh? That's you. I said, yeah, one what? One what? Please say it. And he like, Smiley, this Smiley, he like, yeah, see, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna have to leave you alone. Please do, actually, because the fact that y'all tripping over this bottle is red flag number 400. Like, at this point, so I'm just like, anyway, so I'm drinking it. So Smiley like, damn, well, can we at least have some of your Ciroc? Like, you know, like we can't have none. So I'm like, whatever, y'all. I was just gonna be nice and share, cause I didn't even technically mind sharing my liquor, like, but don't come with all of that. So I was just like, whatever, like, yeah, you can have some. So we passed the Ciroc bottle to him, y'all. Why do this nigga take the bottle, put his mouth on it, and drink it? Sana, why would he do that, sir? Mind you, they smoking over there. We gonna get there. Y'all know them boys though, and this is no offense to anybody that has this, but y'all know them people like that lips are like pink or so, like right up in here, like it's like spotty of pink and white. I'm gonna try to find a picture. His lips look like that. And you already sit here smoking or whatever. Mind you, they got weed and they got a black and mild that they're passing back and forth. And then you gonna put your lips like directly on the bottle that's not yours. Congratulations, Smiley. You are now the proud new owner of a peach Ciroc bottle. Because, baby boy, that belongs to you now. I do not want that back. I don't want none of the liquor in it. I don't want nothing. Because when I say put mouth on it, I mean like lip inside the circle part, like lip in, like top lip in, bottom lip out, like drinking it like it's a fucking pop, or for y'all other people, soda. You know, I'm trying to talk like y'all a little bit. I be saying pop, they be like, what the fuck is pop? Like, soda. Drinking like it's a soda. That don't even sound right to me. Come give me a soda. Y'all got soda here? Anybody got a soda? Pop. Give me a pop. Give me a cold pop. Y'all got pop here? What kind of pop y'all got? What kind of soda y'all got? My bad, y'all. Anyways, I'm just sitting here really thinking like, I really don't say soda, I say pop. But anyways, he's drinking it like that. So me and Shauna literally, I promise y'all, this whole night, me and Shauna kept just like, look at, I can remember it right now. We kept just looking at each other like, when he did that, at the same time, me and Shauna did like this. Like, we threw our hands up. I was like, keep the bottle. It's your bottle now. Keep it. So, you know, he finished drinking it and he get to passing it to like Offset now. And he looked at us like, what? Like, why I gotta keep it? Oh, because y'all scared to drink now? Y'all scared? I'm like, no, because you just put your whole mouth on that. Why would you do that? And he like, what? Like, what you mean? Like, what's wrong? Mind you, as he talking, Offset drinks it and he put his mouth on it. So I'm like, y'all definitely could keep it now. So I'm like, why y'all both put y'all mouth on it? I said that's nasty. Like that's germs, that's bacteria. Like you don't do that. It's backwashing that now. He like Smiley like, girl, yeah, it's alcohol. Y'all know alcohol kill all the germs, all the bacteria. No. No. I was like, it's just cool. Like, it's just whatever. So Shauna was like, yeah, y'all could just have it. Like, at this point, like, Kendra, let me have some of your Hennessy. Cause even though we did say we was not gonna drink no Hennessy, we thinking we not gonna drink it because we have our Ciroc, our preference. But now we don't have that. We thinking like, let us just have some of the Hennessy. And the drink that we had, I had bought like a cranberry juice, and Shauna loved orange juice. Y'all, I know that don't really mix with like Ciroc, but like a lot of times we didn't get chasers just to like make sure it went with the drink. We just got strong chasers that would take the taste out our like off our tongue, if that makes sense. Like, of course, Ciroc and maybe like orange juice to certain people that might not go together or be so strong that like as soon as I drink the Ciroc and I drink my Everfresh, like it knocked that Ciroc taste right off my tongue. So we used to get chasers that's like really strong. That way we don't have to really taste the liquor, right? So we had our drinks or whatever. So mind you, at this point, we taking the plastic cups that was like that came in our bag out because we didn't use the cups at first because we thinking only me and Shauna gonna drink it, so we just gonna fountain it or whatever, we'll be okay. But now we was getting the cups out because we was asking Kendra and them like, can we have some of their liquor then? And we just was gonna make a drink. Like I didn't want to take the Hennessy like shots or four, or take some of Shauna orange juice and mix it in there. Like we was just gonna make us like a little drink. So mind you, when Shauna asked, Kendra was about to respond, but Jock was like picked up the bottle because mind you, the Hennessy bottle was sitting on the table like in front of us, the coffee table. So Jock picks up the Hennessy bottle like, and he was like,
Oh no, I thought we wasn't sharing around here. Like I thought y'all didn't drink Hennessy. I thought we all had to have our own bottle. Now y'all want some of our shit.
so I'm like, well, clearly we is sharing now because your friends have our bottle now. So clearly we're sharing. And I said, how is that your bottle when Kendra is the one that paid for it? And mind you, I put $1.49 on it because she was short $1.49. Now I missed that part in the store too because I kind of forgot about that. But I remember in that moment I thought about that too. Like, boy, I put $1.49 in it because I said it as a joke, laughing, just playing, you know. So I'm just like, boy, if you don't give us some of that, I'm like, boy, that's not your bottle. If you don't give us some of that Hennessy, I put my $1.49 on that. So that's part of my bottle too. So like I'm laughing with Shauna. And he was like,
Girl, I don't give a fuck how much money you put in on it. Like this, y'all bought that Ciroc for y'all. This is my Hennessy bottle.
Who are you just talking to?
I said, Jock, who was you just talking to? And he like,
No, I'm just saying, like, I love me some Hennessy. Like, that's why I asked for my own bottle.
I'm like, okay, yeah, because you ain't talking to me. Like, you better hee ha ha with that real quick, because I don't know who the hell you talking to. I said, well, I don't really care about none of that. At the end of the day, your friends junk off our bottle. I don't want those germs, so now that's their bottle. So, Kendra, give me some of that damn Hennessy. Like, I'm talking to her now specifically because I don't know nothing about this man. I don't care nothing what he talking about. Like, he didn't give you no money back on this drink. And before y'all say, oh, he could have gave her money before or afterwards. No, y'all. He never gave her no money because I made sure I asked. He did not give her no money on that bottle. So I don't care even if she bought that for him. I feel like, dang, y'all couldn't give us a little bit of a little sip. Y'all have a whole fifth of Hennessy. Y'all can't give us a sip, especially off the strength that your friends just put their whole wash back in their backwash. Backwash. It's backwash. If I say wash back, that sounds weird now. So backwash, I'm thinking like your friends just put they whole backwash up in my freaking bottle, up in our bottle, and they put their lips on it. So like just off the strength of us having to give, well, we didn't have to. I get it for the people that's gonna be in the comments like, well, y'all the one gave y'all bottle away. I don't know these niggas. I don't want no random strangers mouth on my stuff and you think I'm about to drink it afterwards. Even if I don't put my mouth on it and I just pour it, it still gotta go. come through the opening where they put their mouth at. No. So I'm thinking like off the strength of your friends having our bottle now, like you can't give us a cup. Like we didn't even want a full cup. Like we had them little clear plastic cups and we just wanted a little bit because we didn't really want to even drink the Hennessy, but we wanted some type of buzz, especially since me and Shauna didn't drink. So we was thinking like, is it that serious? So we just sitting there looking at Kendra. Kendra ain't really saying nothing. She letting baby boy talk. And it's like, we're your friends. Why would you be letting him talk for you or to us about like what? So I said, Kendra, I looked at her, I said, Kendra, you telling me I can't have none of that Hennessy bottle? I said, I want you to tell me that. Tell me that right now. Because if she would have said no, we was gonna have a problem. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't care if y'all feel like I was doing too much. We was gonna have a problem that day because I drove us all the way over here. And if you telling me that even off the like as your friend I can't have none, because if she wanted some of our Ciroc, I definitely would have gave her some. Like, but if you trying to tell me no, oh, we're gonna have a problem. So Kendra was like,
Chuck, come on, just get them some of the Hennessy. It's not even that serious. Like, I don't even plan on drinking a lot anyway, so they can have, like, the portion that would have been mine.
so he like,
Girl, what portion? Ain't no portion would have been yours. Like, I asked for a fifth of Hennessy because I wanted to drink this.
like looking slow. And she was like,
You not even gonna drink it all? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you'll be fine.
and he like,
I know I'm not gonna drink it all. Like, I was gonna save some of this for tomorrow. Like, we supposed to be having a little barbecue, a little kickback. So I was trying to save some of this for tomorrow.
so I'm thinking like, you had Kendra bring a bottle over here for you to have at a party tomorrow. Because to be honest, they had the bottle, but they weren't even over there drinking it yet. Like they cracked it open and I feel like they took a little sip out of it, but they set it on the table and they weren't really even drinking it for real. But I'm thinking like, oh, you don't want to drink it for real because you want to save this bottle for tomorrow. So I was like, boy, like I literally said this, y'all. I'm like, boy, we just want a little swig like that. You'll be all right by tomorrow. Like you'll be fine. And he's like,
Who you calling a boy? I'm far from a boy. I'm a grown ass man, little girl.
and not little girl like Leather Jackie used to call me little girl, but he called me a little girl. And I was just thinking like, I ain't even mean it like that because I really wasn't. Well, I guess maybe I was, but you know, sometimes I just talk like that, like boy, like you know, I'm like boy, bye. I don't care. Actually, you can keep your little ass bottle, and you know, I just said little just because you know people just say little girlfriend, little this, little that. So he like,
Oh, okay, it's little, but you wanted some of my bottle though.
so I'm just thinking like, I'm like, Jack, you want to go back and forth with me? Like I asked him that, like I'm like, you trying to go back and forth with me? Like you want to argue with me? He like,
Man, I'm grown. What I look like arguing with somebody? Like, I'm not about to argue with no bitches.
I said, who a bitch? Who a bitch? He like,
Man, little mama, I ain't mean it like that. That's just how I talk. That's my vocabulary. That's just how I talk.
I said, but you're not gonna talk to me like that though. Don't call me out my name. He like,
See, that's how I know you a little kid because I'm not really calling you out your name. Like that's just how I talk. Like that's my vocabulary. I'm not really specifically calling you a bitch. Cause if you want to be honest, a bitch is a female dog. Like I'm not calling you that. Are you a female dog? Are you?
you know how people try to be like literal with you. Like, if you're not a female dog, why you mad? It's like, but you directing the word to me. So what is you talking about? So I said, you know what? It's cool. Like, you can keep your bottle. Like, I'm straight or whatever. So Shauna like, right, like, okay, let's just go back to the store. We can get another bottle. We can get our own bottle again. Like, I'm not tripping. We actually go see my other friend because, like, this too much. Like, Shauna said that, like, meaning she got some other, like, other dudes lined up for us to go visit. So, Jock was like,
Well, bye. Y'all can go, but like Kendra staying here. Like y'all want to go be up in some other niggas' faces. Y'all can do that, but she ain't going.
so I said, well, can't you grown? If she want to stay here with you, that's her own prerogative. I said, I ain't going to make nobody go nowhere because I'm really not. Like, this is her dude that she been talking to. So if she wanted to stay, she could stay or she can go if she want. I'm not going to beg her to do either one because you sitting back letting this nigga talk. Like, that's on you. So I'm like, well, come on. Like, we about to go. Now, mind you, so Offset, like, why y'all come here on tip? Like, y'all just come here, like, y'all just go to people's house and mess the vibes up. I'm like, how are we messing the vibes up? Like, we simply asked, can we have a little shot of Hennessy? And y'all don't want to share, but we just shared our whole bottle with y'all, so we not understanding. And he like, Okay, like it's not a big deal. What y'all want some money back? Like this little bitty ass bottle of Ciroc. Like y'all want money? Y'all want money? We got money. We got money. And he started like taking his little money out and counting it. So I'm like, ones, fives, tens. Like I'm picking with him now because I really did like them, y'all. So I'm like ones, fives, tens. Okay, what a big hundreds at? Where the real money at? So he like, what you trying to say? I'm broke. I'm broke. I ain't dumb. I ain't about to be walking around with hundreds in my pocket. Like, that's up in the safe. That's up in the safe. So I'm like, right. I'm like, why? Y'all know, new boys or whatever. Like, I used to, anyways, but I was just like, wah. I was mocking them like, wah, 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 wah. Like, I'm just talking, right? So Shauna started laughing because, like, we always be like, y'all know, because I be doing it in my videos sometimes. Like, if I mimic a song or recite a song or sing a song or rap a lyric, whatever. So I'm like, womp, 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 womp. So Shauna had finished the lyric or whatever, so we started laughing. So they looking at us like, y'all childish. So Shauna like, and how is we childish? How? What is we childish about? Now when she said that, she did stand up, but she wasn't coming at them or super aggressive. We was already about to get up and start walking out anyway, so she just stood up and he like, I know she ain't standing up for me, huh? Like, that's what Offset did. Like, literally stared at her, looked her up and down, and talked to Smiley. Smiley was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think she is. Like, just smiling, but nothing was funny, y'all. It was nothing funny. And so I stood up and I was like, because I feel like his demeanor kind of changed. Like, he was like, she ain't stand up. Like, he was about to get up and do something. And I was like, I said, oh, was you about to do something? Like, what's going on here? Like, he was like, did I say I was about to do something? You ain't got to be scared. Like, calm down, little mama. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Don't be scared. I said, who is scared? Like, nobody was scared. I said, we're definitely not worried about y'all. Please believe it. We're not worried about y'all at all. So Shauna like, right, what the fuck? We definitely ain't worried about them. So we like high-fiving each other. So they mad because me and Shauna like all in our own world. Kendra over there just looking slow, just sitting there or whatever. And I'm thinking like, we is not worried about y'all niggas. Y'all ain't about to do nothing. We ain't worried about y'all. So whatever. So we laughing. So here come Offset like, okay, did we say y'all had to be worried about us? Y'all ain't got to be worried about us, but we can give y'all something to worry about. So I was like, okay, what is that supposed to be a threat? Like, what you trying to do? What you trying to do? Like, what's going on? Like, what are you talking about? So he like, I'm a whole ass grown man out here. I ain't gotta threaten no female. I'm straight. I ain't gotta threaten nobody. I'm like, oh, okay, right. So keep counting your fives and your ones and your nickels and your dimes. Like, I'm laughing, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, we really was like kind of not being petty, but like they was just mad because I don't know. So Kendra was just like,
Y'all, like, just calm down or whatever. It's really not that big of a deal. I bought the Hennessy, so if I say my girls can have some Hennessy, then they can have some.
so I'm like, right, Kendra, like, thank you. But when she said that, Jock got mad and like kind of like pushed her off like his lap, and he was like,
What the fuck? Well, if you feel that way, you can go ahead and get up.
and like pushed her off. Not super hard, but enough. And she was like,
Dang, like, don't be pushing me like that. Like, I get up, I get up.
so she started standing up. So he like,
You know what? Y'all can go there, and if y'all got too much static around here, like y'all can go ahead and go. Y'all can go ahead and get up out of here.
I'm like, we sure can. We sure can. So I'm like, Kendra, you should get your bottle back. Get your bottle back. And Jock like snatched her
I wish you would. This my bottle. What the fuck, bitch? This my bottle now, bitch.
like calling her out her name. So I'm just thinking like, I'm like, don't disrespect my friend. Don't call her name. Don't disrespect her. Like whatever. Like, cause now I'm getting irritated. And I low-key want to fight them all. Cause at first when he called her a bitch, she ain't say nothing. So I didn't really say nothing. But low-key now I want to fight them. So I'm like, just give me a reason at this point. So I'm like, don't call her that. So Kendra like,
It's cool, it's cool. Like, let's go, let's go.
so like she started walking us like kind of out the front door with her or whatever. So I'm thinking like, yeah, y'all got us messed up. Da da da. Like we talking junk, whatever, a little bit. Like I'm just saying little stuff like these lame ass, weak ass niggas just saying stuff or whatever. So I'm walking out. Me and Shauna, we saying stuff. I'm thinking we all on the same page of being not mad, but like being like having static. Like fuck them niggas. Da da da. So we walking down the aisleway. I'm not the aisleway. The walkway. We walking down the walkway talking our junk, and then Kendra turn around like,
Okay, baby, I'm gonna text you when I get home. I'm gonna text you later.
I think like Kendra, I thought we was mad at them. I thought we wouldn't fuck with them. I thought they just showed you what kind of lame ass niggas they was, and we wasn't gonna talk to them. Like, I don't know why I thought that. Ain't like Kendra said that, but the way he just treated her, it wasn't super super bad. Don't get me wrong, but I was thinking like we was all in this together. No High School Musical, like. what's going on? You turn around after we gave them static, cussing them out a little bit, and you turn around telling me something, I'm gonna text you later. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she's not on the same page as us, but whatever. We walking, we getting in the car. So next thing you know, like while we get in the car, they come walking out and they like shut the front door. They hop in the car too. So Kendra rolled the window down like,
Where's you going? Where's you going? Like, why are you, where y'all going now?
and Jock was like,
Girl, bitch, don't worry about it. You about to go kick it with some niggas. You want to worry about where I'm going? I'm about to go chill at my other bitch's house then.
like saying stuff. So Kendra was like,
I just said I was going home. I'm not going to go see no other niggas. What are you talking about?
she's yelling this out the window as they walking like in the driveway to get in the car. So Jock is like,
Man, bitch, watch out. I'm about to go fuck with some bitches that know how to act, that know how to have fun. Because y'all over here on some weird shit. I don't like that.
so I'm just sitting there like, you know, I don't care. I'm starting my little car. I'm about to pull up. I'm like, I don't care, Kendra. Like, oh well. So he was like,
Yeah, and bitch, don't call my phone, don't text my phone, delete my number.
like yelled at us like we pulling off. So I'm thinking like, Kendra, you better delete his number. Like, girl, you best to delete that man number, okay? But whatever, we pull off, whatever. We in the car, so I got the music going on. So I was talking to Shauna a little bit like, you know, who's the other guys? Like, what play you got up next? So she was like, let me call him. So she called him or whatever. And, you know, where y'all at? Where y'all doing? What's going on? Blah, blah. She talks to the dude. So the dude was saying we could pull up or whatever. So she was like telling me the address. Now, mind you, I'm getting frustrated because she was trying to tell me the address, but she kind of forgot my phone was messed up. So I was trying to put the address in the GPS. But the numbers, like y'all know, I told y'all letters and stuff was being clicked that I didn't even push. It was a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I look back and I said, Kendra, can you put this address in your GPS or whatever, because like, you know, I can't do it. So she was like,
Like, I'm good. Like, can you just take me home? Because I'm going to just have Jock pull up over there because, like, I don't know. He just being weird and maybe we just need to chill by ourselves.
so I was like, okay, whatever. I'm like, whatever, you don't have to go with us. So I was like, okay, put your address in, because I still didn't know my way. So I'm like, well, put your address in, then I'll take you there. I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. So she put her address in. So I'm just looking at it, and I was like, so I was following it for a little minute because she gave me her phone. And then, like, you know how you get close to a certain point where you kind of like know the area. When we got to the area, I really didn't need the GPS no more. So I kind of knew, but it was telling me to get off, like, let's say I needed to get off exit 75. It was telling me to get off at exit 70. So I was like, girl, I was like, here, I don't need this GPS no more, because it's trying to tell me to get off at exit 70. And I know your house is not to exit 75. So I'm just, she like,
No, just go ahead, follow the GPS. Like, no, like, I'm not going home.
so I said, well, where am I taking you? Like, what are you talking about? Just follow the GPS. Like, you said you want to go home because we about to go over there with the other boys. Because me and Shauna was still going to go with the other boys. Like, if you don't want to go, that's on you. So she was like,
No, like, okay, so I was back here texting Jock, like, and he went to one of the homies' house or whatever, and he told me I could just pull up over there.
I said, girl, I'm not taking you to that nigga house. Like, I guess they went to like Offset house or Smiley house, like one of the other guys' house or one of their other friends. I don't know. But I said, girl, I'm not taking you over there. I said, if he wants you to pull up, he better come pick you up, because I'm not going nowhere. Like, he should have told you you should have went with him then. If you was going to go straight to him, why you just didn't get in the car with them? So I'm like, girl, no, I'm not taking you over there. She like,
Come on, please. Like, I just decided because I'm not ready to go home. So I was just going to go over there with him and kick it with him.
I was like, I'm not taking you over there. Like, I'm either going straight to Shauna Fran's house or I'm taking you home. You better pick one, or like, I don't know what to tell you. So she like,
okay, just whatever. Like, go ahead and just go ahead and go to Shauna Fran's house or whatever.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, now I need the now at this point, Shauna Friends had text her the address, like to have it in a text message. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, Shauna, go ahead and put the address on your GPS. So I get Kendra back the phone or whatever. So she put in her GPS. So mind you, because it's kind of back that way, I have to get off the freeway, loop around, and get back on the freeway to go the opposite way. Dumb stuff. So we go back to the boys' house or whatever. It literally was only a couple minutes away. We pull up to their house. So at first they was already outside. So they just came, like we pulled up in the front of the house. They just came to the sidewalk and they was talking to us because we had got out. And I was like, damn, we should have stopped back at the store to get some more liquor because I wanted to get lit. Because mind you, Shauna had been talking to this boy, and when I came with her the first time, I met the other homeboy, but she kept talking to the boy, but I had only saw him one time, and that one time I seen him, I didn't get his number, but like, you know, we was kicking it that time. So when we got out, you know, I said something to him, because, you know, he was like, hey, stranger, I ain't seen you forever, did all this, so we was just already talking. So, you know, we was introducing Kendra to them or whatever. So now she want to sit in the back seat, and the window was still rolled down, so I was like, that's our friend Kendra, whatever. So, you know, they like, hey, Kendra, you want to get out? Like, like, you want me to open the door for you or something? Being gentleman. And she like,
no, I'm good. Like, I'm just straight. I'm fine. Like, I'm good.
so I'm like, she probably want to sit in the car. I'm like, her stomach hurt or something. Shit, leave her alone. So they was like, oh, okay, whatever. So mind you, like I said, it's warm out. So they was just kind of kicking it on the porch. Like they already had, some of his friends over, they had already been drinking. So, they offer us to drink. So we had like poured up a cut. So I did come and I was like, Kendra, do you want some? She was acting all standoffish. She like, no, I'm good or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So next thing you know, whatever, we kicking it with them. We just sitting on the porch. My car is right in front of the house. Kendra sitting in the back seat, cool, whatever. Because she said she wanted to come, but you could have went home if you was gonna sit in the car. So whatever, I don't care. So me and Shauna on the porch laughing, we kicking it with them, like we just all talking and like everything is good, right? So we there for like maybe 20 minutes or so, and next thing you know, this car comes riding down the street, right? So they bumping their music, but we in the hood, so we ain't thinking nothing of it. Like, but these some hood dudes, so when cars ride down, everybody look at the car, like we stare the car down and watch it like as it go by, cause you got to be on alert. So they watching the car, whatever, and of course the freaking car stops on the side of my car. So not my people, technically Shauna people, they start getting up like, wait a minute, who do how you start leaning up like, why the fuck they stopping in front of this house? So I'm looking too, so I'm kind of like getting behind them because I'm like, what's going on? So next thing you know, Kendra get out the car and she was just like,
Hi.
bye. So next thing you know, I see Kendra open the back door, and then I hear the familiar voice like,
Man, bro, come on. Kendra, hurry up and get in the car. You know this ain't my hood. Stop taking all fucking day.
so I'm sitting there looking like, oh my God, is that Jock? So now the homeboys is kind of like walking off the porch, like on the walkway now, like, what the fuck, who is that? So I'm thinking like, oh my God, I know Kendra did not have Jock pull up to these niggas' house and pick her up. Like, y'all, it's certain things you do not do. You do not bring random men to other random men house. Like, you don't do that. Like, you can't, like, hood dudes don't play that. Like, you can't just be telling everybody where everybody live at. People gangbang out here. Like, you cannot do that. Like, that's the street. Like, everybody just know that. You don't tell men to come to other men's house. Like, you just don't do that. So I'm sitting here confused on why would she even do that dumb shit. So they getting upset. So Shauna talks to them like, my bad. Like, oh, that was her brother. She just had her brother come pick her up. My bad. Like, it's all good. Like, I know him. Like, it's all straight or whatever. Like, trying to calm him down. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed because I'm like, Kendra. So I was walking to my car because I was making sure she was good with her. So I'm walking to my car. I was like, why the fuck would you have him come to this nigga's house? Like, you don't do that. Like, they don't know him. Like, you would get his shit shot up. So I was just saying that to Kendra. So Jock, I guess he hear me. Jock like,
Man, Kendra, you better hurry the fuck up because I ain't worried about shit. People got me fucked up.
so I'm like, Kendra, because I'm trying to ignore him. I'm like, that shit dangerous as hell. If you want to go home, you should have just let me take you home, or you should have rolled with him. I'm like, you getting on my fucking nerves. You starting to do too much. Because I was really irritated. Like, you do not do that. That's like me going to somebody's house or whatever, and like a nigga letting another female pull up to my house to pick him up or something. You don't do that. Like, it's just a respect thing. It's a given silent code that you just don't do that. I was pissed. I was talking to her and she was like,
No, my bad. Like, y'all, I just didn't want to interrupt y'all fun. Like, y'all was having fun here, like he really wanted to see me. Like, I was just gonna go with him. I didn't want to make you go out your way.
I said, Kendra, but you could have went with him already. I'm like, just go. Just please go. Go get out my face because you about to fucking piss me off. Like, that was so stupid of you. So she was looking slow and looking dumb with her head down. So, she walking over to the car. She opened up the front door. Like the front passenger door. I guess she didn't see that Smiley was sitting there because his seat was all the way back. So I guess she didn't see him. So she opened the door. So Smiley was like, what the fuck, bro? Don't you be opening no doors? I don't know this neighborhood. Don't be opening no doors around here like that. Get your ass in the back. So I'm like, okay, it's one thing for Jock to talk to her crazy, but you gonna let your friends talk to her crazy too? So I'm like, Kendra, you sure you wanna go with them? Like, you gonna let anybody talk to you any type of way? She like,
Good, no, sis, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm like, oh yeah, you dumb, y'all. You is a goofy as hell for that because ain't no way I'm gonna let my man and my man friends disrespect me and he gonna let his friends disrespect me and I'm gonna go, girl, bye. You know what? I try not to call females dumb, but listen, y'all be displaying a lot of dumb behavior, okay? So anyway, she pulled off. So I try to walk back up, like, yeah, her brother, her brother do be tripping. Both her brothers. I'm like, my bad though. Like, yeah, like she wanted to go home, and I guess like she didn't want to wait for me to take her. So I'm apologizing to them or whatever. So they like, yeah, you good, bro. Like, yeah, like tell that nigga, he better calm down with that noise. Like, y'all, if it wasn't for y'all, he like, Shauna, you lucky I love you, cause I was about to turn up on that nigga. Like, don't be having nobody pull up to my house. So Shauna just kind of like apologized, like, yeah, you know, bro, like my bad, like calling her man's friend, like, bro, like my bad, bro, like that should have never happened again. Like she should have told me her brother was gonna come. Like that's my bad. Like, you know, we just apologize because we respect the street code. We respect that. Like we not gonna, like, you know, our bad, whatever. You know, we didn't do nothing, but that's our friend, so fuck it. But yeah, y'all, like I was just so annoyed because I'm just thinking like you could have just stayed with them. You didn't have to come with us. Like, you did not have to come to these other people's house. I would have either took you home or you could have stayed if you was going to end up going with them anyways. Like, why would you come here to not get out the car, to be bored, to not talk to them, just to have him pull up? Now, what if they really was on demon time and just ran up to him and jumped the hell out of him and Smiley? Because Offset wasn't in the car. Like, he wasn't in the back. It was only Smiley and Jock. So what if they would have came and jumped them or da-da-da-da? Like, y'all, you don't know. Like, you don't just be bringing niggas to other niggas' house. Like, I'm sorry I have to keep saying that because, like, I didn't understand why Kendra didn't know that. Like, are you dumb? You know, you know what it is. Like, you don't ever do that. So, especially Jock, he yelling out the window, cussing and telling him, bring your ass. Like, he doing too much. So, it was just like, it was too much for me, and I'm just like, I'm looking at Shauna like, yeah, never again. That's why, even though y'all probably thinking like, but you hung out with her afterwards, yeah, because we had a long talk, and her and Jock fell out for a long time. So I thought like she cut him off, and everything was good, and blah blah blah. So we didn't hang out for like months though. It took us a minute. That's why when I had told the other story, I told y'all like, I haven't seen her in a minute, and like I didn't know her personal life like that or whatever, nothing like that, because we were still cool, but I haven't hung out with her like in a minute leading up to that time. But that's why when I seen Jock at that point of the other story time that I told you, I seen Jock like probably like one or two other times before that, and he was way better. Like he was nice to me after that, but like he was still disrespect Kendra. But like he started to be cool with me, but I gotta tell y'all why. But we not on that story time no more because then he got scared because when I came on like nigga, you want none of that no more. So now he wanted to start being nice to me or whatever. So he kept it cool with me. But like I said in the other story time, I just didn't like him no more because I knew what type of dude he was, and I was just like, you know what, it's cool. And don't ask me like, well, you should have never hung out with Kendra after that. Like me and Kendra have years of friendship. Like that was the first time she did some like slow dumb stuff that pissed me off. So I'm not gonna just write her off because of that. If she didn't really personally do nothing to me, if she want to be disrespected by her dude, that's on her. It ain't like she was, you know, turning up on me or she did anything for me to like really cut her off. So that's why we were still cool and hanging out. I did, you know, give myself some. I did take some like time away from her, me and Shauna, but like I said, we didn't cut her off all the way, but like that stuff did piss me off because I was just looking at her like, girl. But yeah, y'all, so I was just so annoyed with her, and I'm just thinking like, girl, you basically had us come out so we can buy a Ciroc bottle for Smiley and Offset, and I could waste my gas going to their house, bringing you here just for you to get picked up. Girl. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at KShawnWit. Y'all already know, 3 E's. But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.